அடுத்த ஆசிரியர் உங்களுக்காக மேத்ஸ், சரிங்களா, கணிதம், டிஎல்பி ஆங்கிலத்தில் போதிப்பார், சரிங்களா. இவர் யாருன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா வைதேகினி, SJKT சிகாம்புட் தமிழ் பள்ளியை சேர்ந்தவர். இவர் உங்களுக்காக கணிதம், டிஎல்பி ஆங்கிலத்தில் போதிப்பார். ஆண்டு 3க்கான கணிதம், சரிங்களா. ஆசிரியர் அவர் போதிக்க தயாராக இருக்கிறார். மாணவர்களே, நீங்க தயாரா? சரி, ஆசிரியர் ஆங்கிலத்தில் போதிப்பார்.
Hello kids, I'm Mrs. Vaidegini Govindan, mathematics teacher in SJKT SEGAMBUT, Kuala Lumpur. Let's explore what's going to be our topic today. Well kids, we have plenty of objects around us. Around you also, you must have a lot of objects in your room. Now, let's look around me. Here we have a clock. Here you can see we have a whiteboard. Here you can see a punching bag. Now you can see we have a book. Alright, now I guess you all have guessed what our topic going to be. Obviously, all the objects have a geometrical shapes. So, to be precise, our topic going to be prism and non-prism. Now kids, teacher have a picture of park. Here we can see so many people and so many objects. All the objects have shapes, right? Now teacher going to identify the hidden shapes in this park. Come on children, let's go. First, teacher found a gift box in grandma's hand. What shape is this? This is cube. Now there is a globe in this image. This is sphere. Next, what we can find here? We have a cuboid. This house is cuboid shape. Next, here teacher found you a pyramid shape. The roof of the bird house is in pyramid shape. Children, we found a lot of 3D shapes here. To be precise, today's our topic is prism and non-prism. Let's go and find out what is prism and non-prism.
It's a three-dimensional shapes that has identical parallel ends and all that flat surfaces. Well, it's the most confusing definition ever. Identical, parallel ends and all that flat surfaces. Too many things. Let's forget it. Look at this 3D figure. The most important thing in this topic is visualizing the shapes. Fill in the lines are dotted because those lines are connect be seen from this view. Look at the ends of this figure. It's a long figure with two ends. Now let me color the two ends for you. This figure has a two triangle ends, three rectangles as faces, one in the front, at the back and at the bottom. Now let's go back to the definition. It says the ends are identical and parallel. They are identical since both are identical and both are triangular, are parallel to each other. The definition also says all the faces should be flat. In the object, all faces are flat and rectangles. This, by the way, called triangular prism. Another prism. Let me color its end. We can see it as two rectangles as ends. They also parallel to each other. And it has four rectangles as faces, one right side, one left side, one on the top and bottom. So all its faces are flat. This is called rectangular prism. If you notice, the prisms are defined by its ends. Triangle as its ends, triangular prism. Rectangles as its ends, rectangular prism. Look at rectangular prism. Does this remind you another shape? Yes, Rectangular prism also a cuboid. Now remember the definition. They are parallel ends, identical and all flat surfaces. Here's the another shape. It's a part of a pipe. Both the ends are circles and parallel to each other. It means that this figure has identical parallel ends but has a curved surfaces. Hence, it's not a prism. I want to emphasize there are only two things that makes a 3D shapes: a prism, identical and parallel ends, and all faces are flat. Here the ends are flat but the surfaces is curved, so it's not a prism. Here another figure. First we look at the ends. Both are triangles and hence we can say that this figure has identical. But wait, they are not parallel. The upper triangle is slightly tilted, so this figure as well is not a prism. Now assume we plane with a rectangular on it. If we project the rectangular upwards equally from all sides, we can get a prism. In this figure, we have projected all sides to the same height. But what if we do not project all the sides to its equal heights? If we do not project it equally like in this figure, we do not get a prism. This is not a prism as its ends are not parallel. Prism, 3D shape that has identical, parallel end and all flat faces.
Come on children, let's recognize and name the prisms and non-prisms. In this part, we are going to identify which shape is prism and which is not. I have a prism. This is triangular prism. Let's see what makes this is a prism. Can you recall back? Just now we learned about the ends, parallel ends. There we have a parallel ends. I'm not a prism. What shape is this, children? This is a sphere. What makes this is not a prism? Let's look. Here we have a parallel ends, but we don't have a flat surface. Next, this is a pyramid shape. This is also not a prism because in this shape we don't have a parallel ends. Can you find this smaller and the bottom is bigger? Let's go to next shape. Is this prism or not prism, children? Yeah, this is rectangular prism and this is cylinder. Can you see, children? In the rectangular prism, we have a parallel ends and flat surfaces. In the cylinder, we have a parallel ends, but we don't have a flat surface. Is this apple and egg a prism or non-prism? Let's look. Apple is not a prism. The egg is sphere in shape, so that's a non-prism. Hence, you can see they don't have a parallel ends and flat surfaces. Same goes to apple. I am a prism. Yeah, because this is a triangular prism. Because I have two identical faces. Yes, the both faces are triangle. Can you see here? All my other faces are quadrilateral, rectangle or square. They have the same faces and they have a flat surfaces. That makes a triangular prism a prism, we have a rectangular prism, we have a triangular based prism, we have an hexagon based prism. Pyramids and non-prism. Pyramid is also a non-prism. That's why they classify as non-prism. Here we have a cone. This is two types of pyramids. This is sphere. Here also we have different shape of sphere. This is semi-sphere. Okay children, I hope you understand and you can recognize the shapes name. Now we are going to go to next part where the activity is going to be so exciting. I'm sure that you all going to love that activity. I hope you will try at home. That activity is going to be, we're going to create the 3D shape. The 3D shape, we're going to have a net and we're going to create the 3D shape. Let's go to the activity. Okay children, in this activity we have a prism and non-prism net. We are going to create this 3D shape. Are you excited to see the 3D shape? Let's go to the activity. First of all, we are going to cut out the shapes. We are going to cut out of the line. Okay children, now teacher have the cutout of the prism and non-prism. Now we are going to create the 3D shape. Okay, teacher tell you why we need to do the net based 3D shape, because you will get more understanding when you create these 3D shapes. So moreover, you also will enjoy doing these 3D shapes. When you create your own 3D shapes, you will know the sides, the edges, the vertical, the parallel lines, and how many faces that one prism have. This will make you understand clear. So I hope you will try this activity at home with the help of your parents. Okay children, now teacher have the shape. Can you guess what shape is this? Rectangular. Okay,
Now I'm going to paste it together.
okay, you have this part where you can stick inside. Okay, we're going to fix this. Done children. Can you see? Teacher have this 3D shape. This is non-prism. This is prism. This prism have a parallel ends and have a surface. Can you see? This does not have a parallel ends, but it has a flat surface. But the prism's character parallel ends does not exist here. That makes this is prism and this is not. I hope children enjoy this activity. Now let's move on to the last part of this lesson, that's quiz. Come on children, let's start playing game. Choose the prism. We have 4 shapes. Which one is prism? I guess this is prism. Correct. We have a triangular prism. Yeah, let's move on to the next. Which is non-prism? We have a cone, triangle prism, cuboid, non-prism shapes. We have 5 shapes. I guess this, this and this. Is this correct? Yes, we have sphere, cylinder and pyramid. It's non-prism. Next, which is prism? I think square prism. Correct, children. Wow, I got second place. Identify rectangular prism. Wow, this is quite tough. I think this is going to be... Yeah.
This is a rectangular.
We got all correct, children. And I got 4,230 marks. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, children. Thank you. See you next lesson.
ஆசிரியர் G.